Nestled in the mist-shrouded hills of Hyogo Prefecture, Himeji Castle rises like a spectral white heron, its soaring walls and curved rooftops evoking a bird in mid-flight. Known across Japan simply as the White Heron or Shirasajo, this fortress is famed for its elegant beauty. Yet beneath its gleaming facade, a quieter, darker reputation lingers, one whispered among locals as a tale of curses, restless spirits, and a guardian yokai in the form of a heron. According to a local legend that has survived centuries, Himeji Castle's iconic white silhouette is more than an architectural marvel. Folklore remembers that a mysterious spirit, often described as a great white heron with ghostly feathers and piercing eyes, watches over the castle grounds. This avian guardian is not merely protective. Some versions of the story claim is the embodiment of a curse sealed to the castle's fate. The origins of this eerie heron spirit remain shrouded in mystery. Folklore says that long ago, during times of conflict and unrest, the castle was protected by a supernatural force that appeared as a white heron, sometimes seen as a yokai, sometimes as a spirit guardian. Those who dared disrespect the castle or disturb the peace of its sacred grounds were said to be shadowed by this silent watcher. Strange warnings are still told. Travelers who journey too close at night speak of hearing ghostly wings brushing the air, unsettling their souls as if the heron's gaze had fallen upon them. Some locals believe that the heron yokai serves as both protector and curse, a duality that marks Himeji Castle as a place haunted not by malevolence, but by an ancient spiritual vigilance that binds the castle's fate to the spirit world. The belief was never proof, but shaped how people viewed the White Castle over generations. Old tales warn that the appearance of the shining heron spirit foretells disaster, broken alliances, mysterious disappearances, or even sudden misfortune for those who ignore the castle's sanctity. Beyond whispers, the castle grounds are known for an atmospheric stillness, especially in the early morning mist when the stone walls seem to glow pale in the dawn light. It is during these fleeting moments that some claim to glimpse a silhouette hovering just beyond the walls, a fleeting flash of white feathers moving silently, lost between reality and legend. While historians focus on Himeji's architectural brilliance and its defensive design during Japan's turbulent feudal era, the local legend of the White Heron yokai continues to quietly haunt the collective imagination. Folk stories are careful to remind visitors and residents alike. This is a place where history and spirit overlap, where a bird's ghost lingers patiently in the shadows, its purpose both protectively watchful and ambiguously foreboding. As the sun sets behind the distant mountains and night creeps over the castle terraces, the white heron's watch remains unbroken. Whether guardian or curse, this mysterious spirit endures in the hearts of those who know to speak softly of Himeji Castle's quiet miracle and its shadowed mystery. In the stillness, the heron waits, watchful, silent, eternal. The legend of the white heron spirit lingers deeply within the local folklore surrounding Himeji Castle, weaving together historical hardship and spiritual mystery in a way that has fascinated generations. Though no official records document encounters with the heron yokai, oral tradition tells that sightings of this ghostly bird often coincided with times when the castle faced grave troubles, from sieges and betrayals to unexpected fires. Some versions of the tale suggest that the apparition appeared not only as a guardian, but also as an ominous sign, a messenger foretelling misfortune before it struck the castle or the surrounding region. In these stories, the white heron's spectral form is described as otherworldly, larger and more luminous than any ordinary bird, with feathers that shimmer in moonlight and eyes that seem to pierce through the darkness. Local legend says it appears silently at dusk or during thick fog, gliding along the rooftops or lingering near the castle's ancient gates. Its presence is often accompanied by an eerie stillness, as if the very air holds its breath, and animals nearby grow silent. For those living close to the castle, the heron's sudden appearance was both a blessing and a warning, a protective spirit watching over the fortress yet a reminder of forces beyond human control. This dual nature reflects broader themes common in Japanese folklore, where spirits known as yurei or yokai embody complex roles that resist simple categorization. The Heron yokai shares traits with other guardian spirits said to protect sacred spaces, such as Tengu in mountain forests or Kitsune in shrine precincts. Yet, the Heron's association with calamity and curses adds a layer of haunting ambiguity. Some villagers believed that disrespecting the castle's sacred grounds or disturbing the Heron's watch could invite misfortune, linking the spirit to invisible taboos and warnings that shape community behavior. Interestingly, these stories intertwined with historical incidents that cast shadows over Himeji. Folklore remembers that during periods of political upheaval, when the castle was besieged or changed hands, residents reported strange phenomena. Unexplained lights, ghostly sounds of wings, or fleeting images of a great white bird. Whether these were products of collective anxiety, spiritual experiences, or simple imagination remains uncertain. Nevertheless, such stories continued to flourish, influenced by the cultural belief in the unseen world's interaction with the human realm. The architectural design of Himeji Castle itself, with its sweeping white walls and layered rooftops, may have even inspired or reinforced the Heron imagery. Local tales suggest the castle's bird-like form was purposefully envisioned to invoke protection from sky spirits, a symbolic shelter that extended beyond stone and tile. The connection between form and folklore created a powerful feedback loop, where the spirit and the structure seemed inseparable in the popular imagination. The belief in the Heron yokai also ties into traditional Shinto ideas about sacredness and spiritual guardianship. Shrines in natural places across Japan often host local kami or spirits that watch over the land, reminding people to honor the balance between the living and the unseen. The legend of the White Heron at Himeji Castle continues to captivate not only because of its mysterious sightings, but due to what it represents within the wider tapestry of Japanese spiritual tradition. In many ways, this elusive spirit reflects a common motif in local folklore. The yokai or guardian that exists not merely as a figure of fear, but as a complex symbol of both protection and caution. The very ambiguity surrounding the heron, whether it is a blessing, a portent, or a curse, mirrors an ancient worldview in which human and spirit realms are intertwined, and where places of power are never entirely safe or silent. This uncertainty fuels the castle's enduring aura. Himeji's White Heron is less a simple ghost story and more a living piece of cultural memory, where locals and visitors alike are invited to sense a presence beyond the visible. Some scholars of folklore suggest that such yokai legends serve a deeper social purpose. They encourage respect for the natural and spiritual order, reminding people of boundaries they should not cross lightly. In this sense, the heron acts as a sentinel across time, an invisible guardian enforcing an old, unwritten understanding between the human and supernatural worlds. The heron's watchful silence may also reflect a kind of spiritual warning woven into Japan's broader reverence for sacred sites. In folklore, it is common for guardian spirits to enforce taboos against hubris, disrespect, or careless intrusion. The fear of awakening a curse or angering a yokai is often less about punishment and more about acknowledging that humans share their world with unseen forces. Himeji Castle, with its majestic yet mysterious presence, embodies this principle. Its beauty is inseparable from the quiet sense of otherworldliness that the Heron yokai imparts. Today, the story of the White Heron remains unresolved, neither fully explained nor disproven. Local legend says that while the heron's sightings have grown scarce, its presence is still felt in the cool mist swirling around the stone walls, in the hushed whispers of the wind, and in the shifting shadows cast by the castle's sweeping eaves. This spectral spirit is not trapped in the past, but continues to linger in the collective imagination, inviting each generation to listen with fresh ears to old tales. In a modern world often dominated by facts and certainty, these lingering mysteries offer a subtle invitation to dwell in mystery itself. The white heron's tale survives because it tells of the invisible threads binding history, place, and spirit. It reminds us that some places, like Himeji Castle, carry more than stones and stories. They hold the quiet pulse of forgotten folklore, alive in the fleeting presence of a watching guardian. Perhaps it is this intangible interplay between light and shadow, protection and warning, presence and absence, that keeps the legend breathing. The Heron yokai is an echo of Japan's deep relationship with the unseen, a guardian who watches faithfully, never fully revealed, never entirely understood.